Sports Central tonight. Opening clash. India beat Sri Lanka in the curtain raiser of the Women's Cricket World Cup played at Guwahati, and with India's Deepti Sharma showcasing skills with both the ball and the bat. Consolation win. Simmons and Jangu takes away Nepal's hopes to record a historic whitewash, but doesn't take away too much from their impressive feat of completing their first series win against a full member nation. 8th title. World number 1 Carlos Alcaraz wore down Taylor Fritz in Japan Open final to win his 8th title of a spectacular year and further cement his status as a dominant force in the men's game.
6-4, 6-4.
Dominating win.
And that is Champions League goal.
From Studio 24C, this is Sports Central. And now, here's Vinut Varnasurya.
Hello and welcome to Derana Sports Central, your go-to source to get to know everything about sports right here at home and around the globe. We start off today's bulletins with the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup 2025. India beat Sri Lanka by 59 runs in the curtain raiser of the Women's Cricket World Cup played at the Guwahati Stadium in India last evening. India's Deepti Sharma, who excelled both with the ball and the bat, was named the player of the match.
Sri Lanka skipper Chamariyatapattu won the toss and opted to invite her counterpart to bat first. The game was reduced to 47 overs aside due to a bad weather. India, although lost their star batter Smriti Mandhana for just 8 runs, were able to total 269 for 8 in their allotted 47 overs. Hareen Deol had the innings together with a patient 48. After her dismissal, Deepti Sharma with a runner ball 53 and Amanjot Kaur, who made 57 of 56 balls, helped propel India total to a winning score. Inoka Ranavira was the pick of the bowlers for Sri Lanka women with 4 wickets, while Udeshika Prabodhani bagged 2 wickets.
Oh dear. Amanjot's gone for the big shot. This is an opportunity. Put down. Chances.
Chasing a DLS-adjusted target of 271 runs in 47 overs, Sri Lanka women were bowled out for 211 runs in 45.4 overs. Sri Lankan batters who failed to counter-attack the pressure created by the Indian bowlers lost wickets at regular intervals. Skipper Chamariyatapattu top-scored with 43 runs, while Nilakshi Silva made 35 runs. Deepti Sharma captured 3 wickets for 54 runs, while Sneha Rana and Sri Charani bagged 2 wickets each.
It'll push up their confidence as well for the rest of the matches to come. They got themselves out.
Now moving on to school cricket, sixes galore in Moratuwa. The batting sensation of Arosha Situmina struck a superb 150 and helped Devapatiraja College Radgama to defeat Moratuwa Vidyalaya in their inter-school under-19 cricket encounter. Now along with that, here's a wrap-up on today's matches. Devapatiraja College Radgama recorded a massive 234-run win over Moratuwa Vidyalaya in Moratuwa today. Batting first, Devapatiraja totaled 430 for 8 in their allotted 50 overs. Arosha Situmina hit 150 runs off 115 balls with 12 fours and 13 sixes. He added 216 runs for the first wicket with Sanduru Malshan. Malshan's contribution was 44. Gimhan Rasanjana made 70 while Vihangi Induvara contributed with 51 runs off 36 balls. In reply, Moratuwa Vidyalaya were bowled out for 196 runs in the 43rd over. Sanjana Seneviratna made 55 while Sanduru Sudarshana contributed with 58 runs. In bowling, Sanduru Malshan bagged 4 wickets for 44 runs for Devapatiraja College. Meanwhile, St. Thomas College Matara defeated Dharmaraja College Kandy by 72 runs in their inter-school under-19 cricket encounter at the Uyanwata Stadium in Matara. Batting first, the Thomians scored 238 runs all out in 47 overs. Kumesh Nwanjana was the top scorer with 80 runs, which came off 78 balls. Abdul Majid made 35. Kashabadi Sanaka was the pick of the bowlers for Rajans, bagging 4 wickets for 25 runs. Chasing 239 runs to win, Dharmaraj lost wickets at regular intervals. But a stubborn unbeaten 59 by Gavesh Purna helped the visitors reach 166 for 7 in their allotted 50 overs. Kavindu Gunratna made 30. Kasum Kavinda was the pick of the bowlers for Matara Thomians with 3 wickets for 31 runs. St. Benedict's College Cartagena recorded an 8 wickets win over St. Sebastian's College Cartoneria in their inter-school under-19 limited overs encounter. St. Sebastian's College Cartoneria, who batted first, were bowled out for 93 runs in the 24th over. Shamath Kavisha top scored with 31 runs. Ayesh Gajanayaka, Mankya Deshapriya and Mevan Disanayaka captured 3 wickets each in bowling for St. Benedict's. In reply, St. Benedict's College scored 97 for 2 wickets in 15.4 overs, thus winning the match by 8 wickets. Tehan Bithar scored an unbeaten 32 while Situm Hasaranga made 31. Meanwhile, St. Thomas's College Mount Lavinia posted a hard-fought 20-run win over Thurston College at the Thurston College grounds. Batting first, boys from Mount totaled 156 runs before being bowled out in the 47th over. Reshon Solomon top scored with 55 runs while Gimhan Mendes made 31. Tanugapali Hawadana was the pick of the bowlers for Thurston with 4 for 30, while Samidu Disanayaka bagged 3 for 35 runs. In reply, the Thurston batters found it hard to score runs against the opposition bowlers and were bowled out for 136 runs in the 44th over. Rachinta De Silva made 22. Aaron De Silva was the pick of the Thomian bowlers with 5 wickets for 24 runs. Gimhan Mendes bagged 2 wickets. The semi-finals and finals of Sri Lanka Badminton Novices Tournament will be held in Ratnapura tomorrow. The tournament, which began last week, attracted a large number of aspiring shuttlers.
The several quarter-finals of Sri Lanka Badminton Novices Championship 2025 was held at Kuruvita Army Camp's indoor nets yesterday. Organised by Sri Lanka Badminton, the Regional Development Committee and Sabaragama Province Badminton Association, attracted a large number of shuttlers this year. The participants competed in the age categories of under 19, under 17, under 15, under 13 and under 11. The tournament has been conducted in line with Badminton World Federation rules and regulations.
St. Thomas's College Mount Lavinia emerged the winners of the 28th annual football encounter against Royal College Colombo last evening. The 28th annual football encounter between Royal College and St. Thomas's College was held at the Big Club grounds in Mount Lavinia last evening. Both teams tried hard to breach each other's defences, but none was successful. Then at the 35th minute of the game, the Thomians were able to win a penalty. Skipper Mohammad Mukhtar was successful with the kick, and with that the home team took a 1-0 lead. The scoreline remained 1-0 until the final whistle. With that, St. Thomas's College were declared winners in the annual football encounter against their arch-rivals Royal College Colombo. A football tournament organised by the Sri Lankan community living in the United Kingdom was held in Leicester recently. Here are more details on it.
This football tournament, organised by Ceylon Moors SC, was held for a 10th year. 23 teams comprising of Sri Lankans living in the UK took part in this hard-fought tournament. Union SC and Northfield SC vied for honours in the Open final, and after a close tussle, Northfield won the Open Championship trophy. The final in the over 40 category was played between hosts Ceylon Moors SC and Kalutara United. Ceylon Moors won that encounter.
It's time for a short commercial break. More sporting highlights coming right after this. They're watching Derana, Sports Central. Welcome back to Derana Sports Central. We are moving to the cricket field now. Nepal came into Sharjah eyeing a historic whitewash, but ran into a revived West Indies side that put on the perfect game. Now, however, that shouldn't take away too much from their impressive feat of completing their first series win against a full member nation. Raymond Simmons, one of the two changes they made, took a match-winning 3-4 after West Indies made the right call for bowling first on a pitch that was slow and offered regular sideways movement. Nepal's start was steadied but secure with Kushal Malla and Berthel often in control of their shots. Berthel even whacked Mayers on the roof in the third over.
And some of the hitting like this from Kushal Berthel on the roof, maybe over.
The first sign of danger was Hussain getting turned and bounced in the third over to beat Berthel's sweep, and the shot did connect the next ball for a 6-over square leg. Nonetheless, free-flowing stroke play wasn't to be seen. The effect of Nepal facing 20 dots in their 37-run power play was slightly mitigated by 3 fours and 2 sixes. The spinners capitalized on the slowness and the sideways movement on offer. Hossain spun the ball away from around the wicket to beat the bat twice in the 8th over. Simmons and Blades took 2 wickets each in death overs. A couple of boundaries from Lokesh Bum and Sandeep Jora took Nepal to 122.
Shots. This one a little bit more off the back of the back foot.
Goes straight, it's a full toss, it's an attempted Yorker, the finger goes up and another one goes down. And Ramon Simmons says it's a good comeback for
West Indies chase got off to a flyer. In the first over, Augies ensured that West Indies 2 hit a 6 on the roof. Kieran Casey was punished upon offering pace and missing his line. The openers peppered the leg side boundary. Podell dropped a simple chance of Augies on 29 at cover. There were no further chances of the Nepal comeback. Jangu went into top gear, smacking 5 sixes in his last 9 balls. Augies played second fiddle as West Indies reached home with 46 balls to spare.
The way they came out, another 6, way down the ground, out of the stadium again.
And Nepal will be left battered and bruised from this third and final T20 International in the Unity Cup.
Moving to tennis now, world number 1 Carlos Alcaraz wore down Taylor Fritz 6-4 and 6-4 in the Japan Open final yesterday to win his 8th title of the spectacular year and further cement his status as a dominant force in the men's game. Victory also earned Alcaraz revenge for a stunning loss to Fritz at the Lever Cup team event in San Francisco very recently, the Spaniard's first defeat by the American in 4 clashes, which came shortly after his triumphant US Open campaign. The 22-year-old had endured a scare after jarring his foot on his Tokyo debut last week, but was beaming as he celebrated his 67th match win in this season and 24th tour-level title overall. After a high-quality start to the match under the roof of the Ariake Colosseum, Alcaraz edged ahead when Fritz sent his shot long to drop serve from the first time, and the top seed was in no mood to relent as he went on to seal the opening set. Fritz received treatment for a thigh problem before the start of the next set, and Alcaraz immediately heaped pressure on the second seed by hitting a blistering forehand to break in the opening game. The 6-time Grand Slam champion quickly built a 4-1 lead, prompting Fritz to throw his racket on the floor in frustration. And although Alcaraz briefly wobbled on serve later, he secured the win with a delicate drop shot for his first Tokyo title. This year, Alcaraz defended his French Open title and reached the Wimbledon final, which he lost to Jannik Sinner. His only other final loss this year came in Barcelona, where he was beaten by Dan Holgerud.
Game, set and match. Alcaraz. 2 sets to love. 6-4, 6-4.
Kinoshita Group Japan Open Tennis Championships 2025 Singles Champion Carlos Alcaraz.
Meanwhile, Jannik Sinner underlined his dominance on hard courts in the Asian swing of tournaments by outlasting Australian third seed Alex de Minaur 6-3, 4-6 and 6-2 yesterday to reach his 3rd straight China Open final.
In the final, the 4-time Grand Slam winner will take on 19-year-old American Leonard Tien after former US Open champion Daniil Medvedev retired from their semi-final with what looked like cramp after trailing 7-5, 5-7, 0-4. Medvedev, who had battled from 2 breaks down to edge the opening set, struggled physically before letting a 5-3 lead slip in the second. Tien fought back to force a decider, and the Russian pulled the plug early in the third, sending the American through to his first ATP Tour final. Sinner made a typically fast start in his bid to secure an 11th straight victory over de Minaur, breaking the world record number 8 to love for a 4-2 lead, but he had to battle hard in the next game to hold serve. The 2023 champion had no trouble wrapping up the first set from there, but ran into trouble early in the next, appearing to struggle physically at times, before tight holds helped him level at 3-3 and 4-4. De Minaur persevered to win only his second ever set against the Italian with a gutsy performance in the 10th game, but Sinner regrouped in the decider, breaking in the first game and holding off his opponent to reach a 9th straight final on hard courts.
Moving to basketball now, LeBron James expressed his motivation to continue his career and his excitement for the upcoming NBA season during the team's media day held recently, emphasizing that his retirement is approaching sooner rather than later. James, however, dismissed the notion of consulting teammates on his career decisions, stating his choices are made in collaboration with his family. James played with his son Bronny last season in a historic first in basketball history, while his second son Bryce is at Arizona and preparing to play his freshman season, so there's a possibility he could be drafted into the NBA next summer. James, the NBA's all-time leading scorer with 42,184 points, turns 41 in December and has not yet decided if he will retire following the upcoming season. In 70 games last season, he averaged 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds and 8.2 assists to rank in the top 22 in each category. Preparing for his first full season playing alongside teammate Luka Doncic, James will become the first player in NBA history to play in 23 seasons when he suits up for opening night against the visiting Golden State Warriors. James, who has played in 1,562 regular season games, is 50 shy of breaking Hall of Fame member Robert Parrish's NBA record. He's a 21-time All-Star, 4-time League MVP and 4-time NBA champion. James entered the NBA as an 18-year-old after being selected number 1 in the 2003 NBA draft by Cleveland Cavaliers.
Every night that I go out there.
We're heading into another commercial break. More sporting action coming right after this. You're watching other than a Sports Central. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Other Than a Sports Central. Let's head to the football field now. Kylian Mbappe scored a hat-trick as Real Madrid cruised to a 5-0 victory over Champions League debutants Khairat Almaty yesterday. Fresh from a 5-2 loss to Atletico Madrid in La Liga, Xabi Alonso's side responded emphatically in Kazakhstan with Mbappe leading the charge. The French forward opened the scoring in the 25th minute from the penalty spot and doubled their lead from a quick counter early in the second half. Mbappe completed his hat-trick in the 73rd minute with a stunning effort from the edge of the box, with Eduardo Camavinga heading in Real's fourth.
Clinical! And Real Madrid have daylight in Almaty. Glides through the challenges. There's Mbappe! There's the hat-trick! He's beaten Sonokin. It's Camavinga! And it's 4. Substitute Eduardo Camavinga.
Brahim Diaz added a 5th in stoppage time, pouncing on a loose ball inside the area.
Putting it on for Gonzalo Garcia. Now it's Brahim Diaz! And Madrid have 5.
Victor Osimhen scored an early penalty as Galatasaray beat an error-prone Liverpool, who lost goalkeeper Alisson and striker Hugo Ekitike to injury. The scoreline stood at 1-0 in a sharp Champions League clash in Istanbul.
The masked Nigerian striker blasted the ball past a diving Alisson when he stepped up in the 16th minute after Barry's Alpal Yilmaz went down on being swiped in the face by Dominic Szoboszlai.
Osimhen against Alisson. And it's 1-0 Galatasaray. Big moments on the biggest stage in Europe. There are none bigger than the Champions League, and the Nigerian delivers again. Galatasaray ahead against the champions of England.
Liverpool made 3 changes to the lineup that suffered a first league defeat of the season by Crystal Palace at the weekend, with Mohamed Salah on the bench along with record signing Alexander Isak. Both came on in the 62nd minute when Liverpool made a triple substitution, with Salah replacing starters Jeremy Frimpong on the right wing and was replaced by Georgi Mamardashvili in the 56th. Ekitike in the starting lineup on his return from a domestic suspension went off injured in the 68th on a bruising right for the visitors, who had their chances but looked alarmingly vulnerable in defence.
Barcelona manager Hansi Flick is embracing the challenge of facing Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League group stage today, despite the French side having caused the Spanish side problems in recent years.
The French defending champions eliminated Barca in the 2021 round of 16 and the 2024 quarterfinals, winning on their last 2 visits to the Camp Nou. The stakes are, however, lower in the revamped group stage format, and both sides will be depleted by injuries. PSG will be without captain Marquinhos, Ballon d'Or winner Ousmane Dembele, Kvicha Kvaratskhelia and Desire Du, and Barcelona goalkeeper Joan Garcia, forward Rafinha and long-term absentee Gavi are unavailable. Barcelona, the La Liga champions, will be boosted by the return of teenage forward Lamine Yamal from a groin injury. The 18-year-old helped Barca beat Real Sociedad on Sunday to leapfrog Real Madrid atop the Spanish standings. Barcelona beat Newcastle United in their opening group stage match, and PSG started their title defence by thrashing Atlanta 4-0.
Well, that wraps up today's bulletin on Other Derana Sports Central. Stay tuned as we bring more highlights and action right here from the home turf and around the globe. Then until tomorrow, I'm Vinod Varnasoria signing off. Keep the spirit of sport alive and have a very good night.